Hey guys, so I have some ingredients in the refrigerator that I want to use. Fried rice is a perfect dish to use up some stuff in your fridge. You saw the list of ingredients there. I'm using 2 eggs, diced pancetta that I want to use. I'm using lettuce, cilantro, and 1 scallion. And here are the seasonings. This recipe is for one person. Half teaspoon of salt, half teaspoon of black pepper powder, 1 teaspoon soy sauce, 1 teaspoon mayonnaise, and here is about 2 tablespoons of oil. I peel 1 leaf of lettuce, layer them with fibers running in the same direction, and cut along the fiber to preserve the texture of lettuce. Cilantro, I'm just going to roughly chop them into pieces. Scallions, I'm going to first separate the white part and the green part. And the white part, I'm going to cut along at 2 places and then chop them. I have a cut on my finger. Make sure your hands are clean. I'm going to add the white part and the green part separately onto the pan, so you want to keep them separated. And now the green part, you're also going to chop them up. Now we're going to break 2 eggs. Here I'm using this Pyrex measuring cup only because it's easy to pour, as you see later. You want to mix them very well. You probably noticed that I didn't have rice up to this point. Of course, I said I was gonna use whatever ingredients I had, but I just didn't have any rice cooked, so I cooked rice. This is about ½ pound of cooked rice, warm straight out of pot. If your rice comes from the fridge or the freezer, you want to make sure you warm them up. Now I'm going to pour half of the eggs that I mixed onto the rice and leave half in the Pyrex. And you pour ½ teaspoon of salt and ½ teaspoon of black pepper powder onto this rice egg mixture. We call this rice egg TKG, tamago kake gohan, so I'm going to refer to this mixture as TKG from this point on. And you're going to mix rice, egg, and salt and pepper thoroughly in this bowl. Like any cooking, preparation is key, so we are going to have these 4 ingredients mixed already, so we don't have to rush later. Now our TKG is mixed and our prep work is finished. Now we're at the burner. I'm using about 1 ounce to 2 of diced pancetta, and I'm cooking it with 1 tablespoon of olive oil. I'm going to draw out the fats of pancetta, so if your meat is not very fatty, like chicken, you may want to use about 2 tablespoons of oil here. Set the heat at medium. It was a cold pan. You're going to start cooking the pancetta to draw out the fat. Also, you can use cooked meat like pork char siu or ham, turkey, whatever you like. In that case, you're going to skip this part. You're going to heat up your pan and pour 2 tablespoons of oil and start from where I put the scallions in the pan. Pancetta is releasing good amount of fat and it's getting a nice sear. I want to draw out some more fat. We kept medium heat, but I was concerned with how hot the pan was getting, so I turned it down low and I'm finishing cooking pancetta here. Now they're about done, so I'm gonna put the scallions in the pan, the white part only, and just cook for 10 seconds or so. Transfer some of the flavor onto the oil and then keep these on one side of the pan. We grab our TKG and pour them onto the empty space on the pan. The pan is back at medium heat now. You're going to mix scallion pancetta and the TKG. Now make a little space on the pan. Pour a bit of oil, about half tablespoon here, and pour the rest of your eggs onto the pan and leave it for a while just to cook it. Once the eggs start to cook, you're going to scramble them, cook them some more, and then you're gonna mix the rest of the rice and eggs together. Notice how I'm using the spatula, almost like cutting the rice and then also pressing them onto the pan. That's how you want to mix. You saw me shake the pan there. It's going to be about the only time you see me do that. It's something that you actually don't want to do. I know when you see chefs cook fried rice in restaurants, they use these woks and swing the woks in high flames, and you want to emulate that, but you can't because The commercial kitchens have super high heat in their woks, and that's nothing we can replicate in our home kitchen. So you're actually going to need to keep the pan on the flames as much as you can. You don't want to keep it off the flames so that you don't bring down the temperature of the fried rice. Otherwise your rice is gonna get soggy, and soggy fried rice is no good. The TKG mixture is going to start out moist, but about this time it's going to be fairly dry. You're going to pour soy sauce along the edge of the pan. Mix. You can almost smell that cooked soy sauce. That's the nice smell. And add the 1 teaspoon of mayonnaise. This is actually counterintuitive, but the mayonnaise is actually going to even make the rice feel drier. Some people prefer your fried rice like dry like this, and that's fine too, but I like it a little bit more moist. And we're in luck here because we're using lettuce and some fresh herbs, which is going to add some moisture onto the rice. So we're going to add lettuce and the cilantro and scallion. I have them mixed together. Not all of them, because I'm going to use them as garnish on top also. We're gonna mix and cook for about a minute. Until the lettuce becomes a bit transparent like this, and we're done. If you want to make them look nice, you can put your cooked rice onto a bowl like this, kind of press down. Take the serving plate, flip, open, and you got a nice mountain of fried rice. Use the rest of your cilantro scallion as garnish on top, and our fried rice is done. If you want to add more color, you can use red ginger on top. Now here are the keys to making good fried rice. Use whatever you like from the fridge. It's fried rice. People use pineapples in fried rice. You can use whatever meat, whatever vegetable you like. Also, I use scallion as the aromatic vegetable here, but you can use garlic, ginger, all 3 of them, or onions, carrots, celery. Be creative. Number 2 is mix the rice and half of the egg that you're going to use together beforehand, and also the salt and peppers. Prep work is the key. Rice is coated with eggs, so this helps it from getting soggy. And lastly, don't keep the pan off the flame. You don't want to bring down the temperature, so no shaking, no swinging. I hope this video helped you in making a good fried rice at home.